call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Agenda is approved. Okay, agenda item number 2 is to approve the minutes from the August 12th, 2019 regular meeting.
I didn't notice any changes.
I didn't either.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. Okay, agenda item number 3 is discussion and consideration of pay application number 5 to KLC Construction.
The work to be complete, will that be north of A Avenue on L Street? Is that where a lot of the work is to be done?
There's still a line to be cut cap there, we'll be able to leak for that now. The main thing he is waiting on is for DOT to be done with the railroad crossing. They will not let us do the bore under A Avenue until their work is complete down there. But that, once we cross that and bore in and tie in there, I think there's a service for Casey's and somebody else that has to be tied in. And the cut and cap the other, and that should complete the project. DOTs are open right now.
So that's not, once you get approval for that, you're showing free.
Should be short time, yeah.
And they haven't given you a date yet.
No.
Tell that crew they can't put the signs back in with a skid loader bucket. It doesn't work very
It
well.
doesn't work very well. But other than that, the project's actually progressed a lot in the last
I
month.
just noticed that blue pipe sitting right on that corner every time I go by.
That's his stored material, yeah. But I believe that's probably the amount of material he's got left to go under. He's keeping it down there, but that's what's gonna go south under, yeah.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve pay application number 5 to KLC Construction in the amount of $40,038.70.
Second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion is approved. Agenda item number 4 is approved invoices and financial statements.
Did you get that email that I sent out when I went to the KLC from Friday?
I got the
Sent it out.
email, I didn't open it.
Yeah, so I had just, it's just attached to the back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Giving us a new total on that last page.
Okay.
What's that? You got water?
No, I think it's being installed.
Not there yet.
No.
So I had a big item to Lincoln Water Works.
Yeah, that was to replace some parts back in store and clamps and,
Just
that.
restocking.
yes,
It's
yep,
restocking now, it's
we should be set,
brass and copper.
yeah.
For the most part, so they're small fitting, they are expensive.
That's just stock.
The logo, that's just the champion signs, is that just one truck?
That's just one,
Will the
correct.
same price be applied to all the trucks?
Correct.
How many trucks do we have?
I don't know on wastewater, water said there will be 7 total,
We sell, though, I think on wastewater there's 4.
and then 4 on wastewater.
They look nice.
Yeah, it's sharp, isn't it?
I thought you treated us really well.
Yeah.
So metering technology is another 34,000 on replacement meters.
Correct, that is the last,
That's last, okay,
Yes.
so you're still following your
Well,
So
We
you're
have,
still planning to ratchet back on replacing meters?
we pulled some new old stock. There was actually some iPro meters here in stock that the department had previously installed. And I think that's the way we're gonna wanna go. We're starting to put some of them back into the system. There's already some in the system. And, well, that way I'm gonna see what the cost lines up with working with the radios we currently have. There's an adapter involved there. But that's what I'd like to see in the system with the iPro.
so if we make any more purchases, it'll be in that
In that
direction.
direction.
Was the old style where they'd have her quite a bit cheaper?
The meter?
Yeah.
The meter's about $20 cheaper. The radio, the radio we're currently using, the Itron, is kind of an intermediary that kind of works with a number of manufacturers. So in this instance, we're going to end up with a couple different products in the system that works out well. But the radio is a little bit cheaper than either's proprietary radio. So we're going to look at some options from Itron, the radio manufacturer, that may be a fixed base and agree what they have. Look at 2 or 3 things. The low flow capability on iPro is far superior than keeping it. That's where most of your loss are in there, low flow stuff.
Good? Kevin? Yep. Make a motion to approve the financial statements in the amount of $478,078.61.
I'll second it. Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Agenda item number 5 is the customer forum. This is the item reserved to receive comments from the community, our customers, for concerns whether or not they are included in the current agenda. The community is encouraged to come to speak before the Water Board of Trustees and asked to keep statements brief. Many questions are to be asked of the Water Department staff and Board of Trustee members prior to speaking to the full Board of Trustees, so concerns may be properly researched and answered away from the meeting. Comments are to be directed to the Board of Trustees only. Time may be limited to 3 minutes.
One of these times, he's gonna say something.
Yeah.
When I retire.
Yeah. Okay. No discussion on customer forum. We'll move on to agenda item number 6, which is discussion and consideration of 2019 water system improvement reimbursement agreement. This is an agreement that's been drafted between the water department and the city. It does not include Musco. It's just between those 2 entities. And we did approve an agreement saying that the firm that developed this draft can't be used if we have a disagreement with this agreement. Since the firm that made the draft can represent both of us, they have represented both of us, but they can't represent both of us if we have a disagreement.
Is that
In the future.
Is that in this agreement?
That's a separate agreement that we agreed to, I think, in April or May.
Who drafted this?
I don't remember. A firm out of Des Moines. I don't know the name of the firm.
Brick.
So they're not gonna represent either one of us. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it just was. That was my understanding. Based on the bids and the contract that we have approved in the last meeting, this maximum number of $245,000 on top of what we budgeted for this project is very likely to be realized. I think when I added engineering and construction together, it came out at essentially right at $600,000.
The current cost of the project, right?
That, the bidded cost, yes.
Right. Which has been covered by the Musco contribution and the bridge loan from the city that's
Yeah, so
paid back.
this $245,000 is their loan,
Is what?
is their loan to us.
Actually, I thought the loan to us was
185.
185. The 245, I think we actually have budgeted.
Correct.
That's what we
Okay.
It
have
was
in our
35
budget.
last year and 210 this year.
Okay, and we need to pay them back 92 and a half.
Correct.
Right.
Over 5 years?
I think it was over
3 to
3
5.
years.
Three
and the
to
next
five,
That's what
and we would carry it on the CIP. I mean, we have the possibility to cash flow it if it's something we're interested in, or we can do it that way to establish a relationship with the city on
Yeah.
coordinating
I like the way
projects.
it's structured,
Yeah.
where we're sharing half of that gap.
Because the next time, when a developer comes in and wants to build a $3 million extension to the city in some corner, and we need to improve our infrastructure to that system, I feel we're setting a precedent here, that the city is gonna pay half, we'll pay half, and we have an agreement that we will reimburse the city. That's my view. If we do expansion within the city, which I hope we do, I can't plan on those extensions in a 5 to 10 year budgeting period. So we don't know who's coming, what's gonna change within the city. So I think this is a decent way of handling changes as they occur.
Then just the other piece, but I know Mike and our controller, they've exchanged what is needed between Musco and the city as far as documents. So as soon as this is done, they already know what they need. So our piece will be coming in from the Musco side. I saw something, I was copying on emails on that. So
Okay.
that piece should be ready to go.
And
Because it says with this agreement, we'll do it within 15 days of the execution. So they were doing all that last week to make sure everything was in line, ready to go for that piece.
so we're taking action today as a water board. The city has a vested interest in this agreement as well. They will take action on this at the next meeting, next council meeting. Is that the intent? Okay, all right. And then probably the 15-day clock starts then, would be my guess.
Whenever it starts, but
Okay.
that may be done before then, because
Okay.
they were getting their ducks in a row. I saw emails back and forth, and like I said, our controllers, what she needed
Okay,
to make sure it fit, and so everyone was clear on that. I was just copying on them.
okay, all right.
We're not gonna hold this contribution in escrow.
Our contribution,
Yeah, Musco's contribution in escrow. It kind of reads that way in one little area of this document, and I don't think that's the intent. In Section 2.2, paragraph A, one sentence, it says we have absolute discretion at any time, and at the bottom it says, interest earned on the Musco contribution while funds are in the water project escrow account. Do we have such an account, Krista?
No.
we're not, I mean,
Is there an expectation that this is going to be held in escrow? Can we
No.
change that?
No, I see no reason not to.
I just, that
Do we need
that whole
that
sentence can be
sentence at
just
all?
erased. Yeah. Pull it out. one's almost immediately.
This one's gonna be moving pretty quick.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
pre-construction last week. I think they were actually gonna start today.
Yeah,
Looked like they were out, the
they're-
cornerstone was out there today when I went by at lunch, starting to, they were mobilizing.
It's nothing new to get moving before the agreement's really inked.
Well, we got the contract at the last meeting, so.
Yeah, there's actually a contract issued on the job.
Yeah, it's been issued.
Other than that, I didn't have any other changes.
I will make a motion to approve the 2019 water system improvement reimbursement agreement between the Oskaloosa Municipal Water Department and the City of Oskaloosa with the amendment of removing the last sentence of section 2.2 subsection A.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Okay, now we're on to agenda item number 7, which is the general manager's update.
The last month has been very busy. We had, over the weekend, we had water break Friday night, and we had a water break Saturday morning on South Market. I was with the guys Saturday. Our normal backhoe operator was in a wedding or attending a wedding, and so we had a couple of the sewer guys came and helped us. So we had a mix of water guys and sewer guys. Had a good crew, and it went well. We all worked well together.
What was the nature of the break? Was it like a shear break?
It was a shear break, which is kind of odd for this time of year, but both of them were the one Friday night on North 8th and on the cul-de-sac, and this one as well. So,
Okay.
Old pipe again?
cast iron, yeah.
Cast iron pipe.
And there was a previous spot repair when we got into the one on west of my foot. But the pipe, it's right there where the road kind of makes the jog there at Casey's, and the pipe, the cast iron pipe doesn't like a bend, but it's got a little of that to it, so it's probably going to be in place.
No.
I noticed truck and some work on North D Street, that's C Avenue, right next to, I might have got street name next over there, right next to O'Reilly's, north of O'Reilly's. Was that a water break as well?
That's actually, I think that's a sewer spot there.
Sewer.
I think KLC's doing it for us, but it's a sewer project. We had the same thing, it was actually, it looks on North First, it looks
Yeah.
like a water job, but it's actually a sewer job with a change order on the fire hydrant. I tried to make contact with him today to get the concrete. We had a few operational issues at the plant last month, but we were able to all put our heads together and come up with some ideas. We're going to do some standardizing on some of our sampling equipment. Over the years, there's been some different type of machines put in, so we're going to try to have standardized turbidimeters and our pulorimeters, and always have a backup on hand. Because the one weekend we had to go down to one filter because we didn't have a backup turbidimeter, so we contacted DNR. They were more than happy that we took the one filter offline to run with the one turbidimeter, but we're going to have, here now we have duplication of sampling. So they never got out of spec training, but once we got things back in line, I think there's been adjustments over time with different operators. We ran really well. So we put very little issue. That's all I got. Well, the breaks over the weekend, I did have a couple of things. We have something about cellular contracts. We've had an agreement in the past, I think, with, what was the previous company, iWire, that's been sold to T-Mobile, but they have some infrastructure on our water towers. And basically, it's a third party that's contacted us wanting to reduce the amount that they pay us. And I've had calls out to the region manager in Des Moines of T-Mobile, who I called the operator in Knoxville, and he had contact already. They're wanting to reduce us. They're trying to drop us about $500 a month on what they pay us. And like I say, I'm not actually sure. I haven't seen anything from T-Mobile that says this company represents us, but they're claiming to represent them.
Okay.
And
They're
there's
saying that they're authorized by them, so.
there's one line in their proposal that I really don't like, is it basically would leave them unlimited to what they could install at our tank installation, so that's definitely a no for me, but I've got copies of it if you'd all like to take a review it and discuss it next month. Currently, they're still paying us the previously negotiated
Yeah.
amount.
Because
So is there a term to this contract? That has been in place?
Well, there is. The interesting part is, it says it's, as far as assignment, it said when it was assigned that the successor would honor the previous provisions.
Yeah. Is there a termination date?
it's like 25 years or something. I mean, unless they give us
Because my take is
written notification.
There's probably a
Unless they give
6-month
us
written notification.
Right,
There's
there's
a
something
written
that either one of us
notification
could like
clause
pick
that
out or
council.
something.
Okay.
Then I think they would
But
be
I-
required to remove their stuff from our premises also.
Yeah. Yeah, which would cost them a little something to get their stuff off.
Well, they'd have to have smart equipment, they do the service,
Right.
not just take it on, so.
You said you reached out to Knox or Des Moines. Do they have similar leases with
They do. I think theirs came in later than ours, and they're receiving a little bit less rent than we currently do.
Okay.
I think we have quite a bit more infrastructure on our tanks than they do. But I've seen a few tanks in the region. It was uncommon for me to see it on the tanks. I've saw a few tanks that is, I mean, they're covered up. They're like completely surrounded with cell equipment.
And that's what's happening in Eddyville right now.
Is that what's going on there? Theirs is one of them I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't like the provision of they could put wherever they want in the future.
Yeah. The city of Oskaloosa has been contacted by those folks regarding 5G service, which involves, I don't know if you've seen the 5G type of
Booster.
yeah, radio or antenna, or I hear them called a lot of different things, about the size of a pizza box. And you need a lot of them. So it could be that they're playing around with some of that and trying to figure out, well, where could we put these things? But gosh, I mean, you need them every couple hundred feet.
With 63, I'm going to say that Oskaloosa probably has a little more, they have a little more need here than they do in some of the other communities too, just because of the amount of traffic through here. For bouncing a signal, probably a little more so than say Knoxville or some of their communities. But I just wanted to talk to some of the operators and get an idea of what they had, what kind of deals they had.
Yeah.
I think it's good to get a comparison as to what's the industry standard or what's happening with other
Well, I
communities.
mean, when we signed this in 2008, they started out 750, and that's what the number is back down to.
Okay.
Leases don't, I mean, rent doesn't go down, so.
Yeah, they're lost. Do they offer any incentives for this reduction, or is it just a?
The only thing, I mean, and he was really being generous.
Look.
He offered an escalator within what, how many years? But there's no guarantee of getting that year. So.
Right. But in 23, at 2.5%. And that'll really get us up there. I said, no, when I was kept hammering down on my calculator, I'm like, not gonna know. So, and I said, this doesn't make sense to me, so we currently use this money as a part of, this is our ratepayer. This goes back into their pocket.
Especially it's good.
I mean, it's, and so I said, I can't, well, since you're being so upfront with me, 750 is a little bit, I'm like, nah. I'm like, well, I mean, send me your stuff and I can.
She's a very good
discuss it.
negotiator.
This is easy, no.
The only thing about it. So, but yeah, we just wanted to,
I want to make you aware that show folks and things like that. And then another thing I have is we do have our renewal on our dental insurance. We have a increase of 2%, which amounts to, I have $23 a month, but I think the
it's
exact.
2288.
$22.88 is the exact.
And is that through Mr. Anderson, is that
Yes,
right?
Delta.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Midwest One Insurance wasn't interested in quoting that, right?
Haven't looked at switching it, didn't know to get quotes from somebody else. We've had this and we just continue to stay with them.
Those are the ladies that visited me recently, they were
Those are the-
interested in the liability.
Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah,
They
they
haven't
wanted to do the
approached us
corporate
about
package.
anything
Right.
else. so,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I know that we've discussed insurance changes in the past
Mhm.
for approval. Is that something that we will do next meeting? Or
In the past, I don't think, I mean, it would just kind of let you know that if it's something you didn't want to go
Okay.
through with, we would come up with other options, but for
Okay.
the 2%.
So this
I mean,
is
it was
just
a
keeping
knowledge.
the
just
same
like-
plan?
Yeah,
the
everything's the same, it
premium
just went up
has
to,
gone up
right,
2%.
yes.
Okay.
And employees currently pay back in 134 every month.
Does it renew in December the same?
Yes, December.
And so we
December
probably,
to
when
November.
we'll get a health insurance renewal in probably November.
We should be seeing that. Hopefully
I
soon.
think
but-
late October, November,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Okay. So we'll factor these new numbers into the budget for next year.
Correct, it's actually already
Already built in?
a lot more than that, yeah. so.
Okay. So we'll-
$23 an employee.
No, total for the whole
Total.
month,
For the whole month.
for the whole month. For 13 employees, it was $23.
That's a shared cost, the dental? Between employee-
Employees come back in with $5, $10, and $16 payback. Depending on what plan they have.
Okay.
That's all I have, unless you have questions for me.
Get work done on your house?
Yeah, we're very close to being done. They're having some light fixtures today, and they've done an outstanding job on trimming, some winterizing. They, actually, some of the windows were put in in '97, Pella still has those windows, and they honored the lifetime on them, so.
Who's doing the work?
Neil,
You only know.
there. I've done a lot of painting myself. A lot of paint.
Trucks look nice.
Yeah, I was very happy. The guy across the street kind of designed the logo, and I thought it was really good.
Can't be cussing out other drivers now.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Yeah.
They'll know who you are.
Oh, road rage. Oh, I've gotten a few calls of, there's some good radar guns on some secondary roads in this town. But they know, they know exactly how fast some of our people are going.
16 on the dot, right?
Simply radar cams.
They're-
I took
they're-
that call. Radar gun.
Okay, thanks for the update, Kelly. We'll move on to agenda item number 8, updates from members of the board of trustees. Anything on your mind you'd like to discuss? Okay.
We'll see.
Agenda item number 9, reorganization of the board of trustees.
No, thank Kevin.
I will make a motion to have Brad Hodges serve as chair and Jason Carter as secretary of the board of trustees.
You asked for it.
I'll second.
Okay, all right, so you would accept it as well, yeah. Okay. All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, same sign. Okay, that motion passes. Thank goodness. All right, and agenda item number 10 is to adjourn. I'll make that motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. We are adjourned.
Oh my gosh, that's all right. That was awesome.